Okay, so a while back I created an OC, correct? And so I decided to make a video on making, or like expanding that OC, like making trinkets, stuff like that, because they seem to do well. Except then, I realized something. Look how freaking ugly that thing is. That thing over there is ugly. Like, look at it. Why does that thing exist? So now, I'm going to throw all my plans out the window and say, you know what? I'm going to redesign Twisted Vee. Hope you all enjoy this 4-minute speed paint. Okay, I probably mentioned this in the intro, but I despise V's twisted form. Well, not despise, I just think it's so much more. Like, you could have done, like, look at this. This is so much cooler. But no, they just decided to make it V, but long. They elongated my girl and called it a new form. What is this? Like, you could have done so much more. And instead you made them look like Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. And not even the cool one. Not even like the cool Bendy or Monster Bendy. Just the weaker, lame-o beta Bendy. They could have done so much more. Elongating a toon does not make it a new design. Nor is it cool. So, as I was going into this design, I was originally thinking, what can I modify to make this design more unique? And eventually I landed on one very specific feature, the legs. Well, actually, also the arms and the antennae. I changed a lot of things, but the point is, legs. Shelly has, like, different legs, Dandy has a different body, Astro has 4 arms now for some reason, and Pebble is completely different, so I wanted to make it in, like, this mid-ground where it's not just a big V, but it's not completely different from V, like, on the same scale that Pebble is. Because let's be clear here, the only thing that makes Pebble and their twisted counterpart similar is their color and the fact that they're both dogs. But anyway, I actually went with kind of like spider legs, because I just think that being chased by a spider is creepy enough, so being chased by a mechanical ink demon spider thing is even scarier. So I gave it like 4 legs. Took quite a while to proportion them correctly, but I eventually got it. But then I went on to the arms, and I thought I want something cool to be on one of the arms. And so I looked through stuff like wires or something, but then I thought of a brilliant idea. Jumper cables. So, if you've never played Dandy's World, jumper cables are essentially an item which you use and it fills up the machine you're working on by a specific amount. However, V is an extractor, so if we were to put like jump cable arms, that kind of link back to them being like an extractor. And now, eventually I finished with like all of the robot legs and the arms and the weird antennae, and so I moved on to the like aesthetics. Basically just all I did was ink up the robot legs, sorry. Just added on some clothes, probably should have added in some shading now that I think about it. But anyway, how I think that this new V would work, because I think that giving it just speed 2 is a bit boring, basic, and lame-o. So, my idea is that whenever, like, Twisted Vee sees you, like, she just springs forward, like, just all 4 legs, wind up for, like, 2 seconds, and then just leaps at your general location, and much like Flutter and Rudy's ability does, except this time it's a lot longer, a lot more lethal, and if you get hit when they're doing this attack, it takes like 2 HP. Except after that, for the duration of the chase, they just can't do it again. Because I feel like if they were able to do that 10 seconds, they'd be kind of like if scraps and goop were included in a blackout, except always. Um, God, I can't even imagine what it'd be like to encounter this in a blackout. But anyway, oh yeah, I should probably explain the eye. Because that's probably the most glaring feature out of all this design. The eye, really, what I wanted to do was kind of like a big, because if you never read Twisted Vee's description, it's basically they have eyes everywhere around the floor that they're in. So naturally, I wanted to include that like Big Brother-esque feel, and I feel like this really just did it. But yeah, that was my redesign of Twisted Vee. So, what do you think? I obviously didn't think that 3D modeling it would be very good because, well, we all remember what happened the last time I tried 3D modeling. But anyway, I hope you all had a fantastic week. I hope you will have a fantastic week. I shall see you. Oh, wait, 1 sec. I want you all to vote in the comments. Do you think my redesign or the original Bendy and the Ink Machine basic Bendy looking R is better? Because, let's be honest here, it helps the algorithm, it helps me think that I'm superior, and it also makes you think that you have the right tastes. But anyway, that's all from me. Have a wonderful day, blah blah blah, all that junk. I'll see you all tomorrow with a brand new spanking video. Doodles! Get it? Because doodles.